Hey guys, we're here with my boy Chi, who just finished top 4 at OTS Championships with White Forest. So what are your thoughts on this deck? I know you played at NAWCQ.
Yeah, it's like always, it's really fun. I think the deck's actually really good and it's like pretty underexplored. I know Joshua Schmidt did really well and put this deck on the map, but let's get ready.
First.
Yeah, I did it first. Yeah.
One stream match.
Yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, let's get to the list.
So I actually play one as Seller. I know Josh cut this from his list, but it's actually nice having one in the deck because you can summon it off wolves to get a storm rotation. Every turn it just comes back when you pitch 12 for cost, and so it's like a free body, which is really nice. But it kind of sucks as your normal summon, but it's always a good pitch off Hugin anyway. When you pitch this and then you go like LZ effect, she summons her back, so it's another body pretty much. And the rest of it is pretty standard. 3 Sylvie, 2 Rukia, and 3 LZ. So to make space, since Josh plays 3 and 0, I used to play 2 and 1. I cut it to 2 and 1. Although this one really sucked to draw. I'm not really sure I like 2 of this one, but it's like going first is like it doesn't really matter that much. But going second, having this extra one of this is actually not very good. But like having an extra in deck so you can resolve the draw effect more is like just good for in a Runick deck. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then everything else is like the same 1-1 because like this is good, this sucks. It's the same thing as Nat's list. I still play this. Really sorry that I cheated on stream. That I never. But like this is like it's still like a good extender. Helps make this into a 12. Oftentimes when you open the Runick spell plus LZ, since you're searching the Sylvie and adding the trap, you don't have any other good target to add off the level 6 synchro. So I play this as an extra target. You could play Valor here as well, but I found that Valor, it loses value really fast because like for one hand trap, if you draw it, it doesn't really do anything by itself. But this is like an extra body that helps make like SP, Legacia, like Chaos Angel, stuff like that.
And to clarify for everyone, obviously that misplay was an accident, so don't worry.
Yeah, it was an accident. I don't think it mattered anyway. I think the game was like pretty much over because I had skill drain. But it is what it is. And then everything else is like this is like non-changing, like Runicks. Just like 17 and 2 Fountain. Yeah, there's not much to say here. I didn't really want to play 18 because like these just like progressively get worse. Like you can play like Golden Drop Blade and stuff like that, but like whatever. I always side these out anyway. So, but these ones they're all good. Being extenders, level 2 extenders is all really nice. Like the ideal hand for this is like you have 1 Whitewoods card and like 4 Runick cards, and it's like really like powerful. You could like bump it up more, but I decided to play more non-engine because like the Whitewoods cards, these cards have trouble like going second because like the normal summon is so like it's so vulnerable, right? Any removal, like you really have no way to like get into your engine. So I try to I removed the Runick card for more non-engine, and the non-engine I decided to play was 3 Evenly and 3 Dark Ruler. These were like amazing, like especially Evenly, like simplifying the game down to simplified game state. Like we have 1 monster enough. It's like enough for your Whitewoods cards to like push through. And especially when you draw these in combination, especially game 1, they never expect it. It was really funny. Chimera, which is probably like this deck's like worst matchup, like Chimera Fiendsmith. Because like all your cards like quick plays, like this is like your 1 out to like the Diabolese, and that's how I like actually won one of my games against Chimera, where I set this card. They called my bluff and didn't pop it. I dark ruled the entire field and evenly their entire board. Otherwise, like having a full hand of Runicks against that kind of Chimera deck is not really going to do anything most of the time because they're all quick plays. And then still the 1 Black Hole Labs. I really like this. Although I forget that this is in my grave a lot of times, but this is kind of like just insurance. It never really came up going second because like it was really hard to get like value off this, but like it's just like a free pitch. So I decided to play it. I had one spot, so this was just it. I was playing 2 and Nats, but I realized that 2 is like it was just too excessive. But having 1 is like drawing this off Fountain is actually really good because you can pitch this off of like you can pitch it off of the level 8 synchro or like Zapper Shrimp or whatever, and that will get its value even though you drew it for on their turn. And then obviously 3 skill drain. There's not still mining this. There's nothing else to say. This card is just completely busted in this deck. Like the deck is like not as strong without it. Like even if this gets banned or like limited, the deck will definitely suffer a lot as a result. But it's like you just have to play it in this kind of deck.
Wait, what is your draw 1 off?
The extra deck These will never change. I'm sad I don't have this QCR, but like,
What are you pitching?
yeah, like, cause you shovel these back for cost shovel these back not for cost, but shovel these back all the time. You don't need any more of it. It does suck when this one gets. It does suck like when these get like banned face down or unicorn or cashier or whatever. That way you have like you can't return them. You always go through this one in your turn 1. This one you pretty much never summon. Even like going second is like not that good, but like as an interruption this is really good. And this card is like it's like really busted. I try to end on this every time. Adding a spell back, like you can add back any runic cards. Like for example, if your Kyugin gets imperm or negated, you have 2 runics. You add back the one that you use, and you clear the main monster zone so that the second one resolves, and now you have a runic in hand on their turn to trigger out the draw. So this is like really good in a runic deck. Most of the time you add back like skill drain, you add back the trap, and you add back runic spells. It's like the most value. In the more pure Whitewood Sport toy deck, there's not really any card that you want to add back except like the spell or the trap, and it's like not that value. Like adding back toy box doesn't really do anything. So, yeah. The synchros, Tri-Edge changing, Chaos Angel, and Legatia. So like these are like the synchros I'm making most of the time. I actually want to play a second level 6, maybe like Stardust Charge Warrior, because I find myself like not having a bunch of not level 6 non-tuners. The Whitewoods cards, they're all level 6 tuners, but this was my only level 6 non-tuner, and it's like a bit awkward. A lot of times I wanted myself making Chenying, but either I've gone through this already because I wanted to draw, or like it's just a little bit awkward. So I'm thinking of playing the second Stardust Charge Warrior, but like yeah, you could cut this, but like this came up a few times just to pop, just like an extra body to make SP with, but you get a draw as well, and the draw is like obviously really nice in this kind of deck. Runicks, fusions. So I don't think the third Gary is the third Kyugin is actually that necessary, just because that's sellers in the deck. You don't actually need that many 2s when you have current rotation. The level 4 is actually nice. I'm glad I played the second one today because like summoning this it makes level 10 singles a lot more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And then Zapper Shrimp, if you summon this off Diabell, I made this a lot on my turn actually, just because like on their end phase, if they want to do anything, I get a free summon. The level 6 to that point don't do anything if they have like a free, if they don't have any monsters on board, so I summon this a lot of times. This allows me to quick synchro on their turn. Guska, I think this is pretty important. There's a lot of times where like they have like a really strong board. Well, maybe just because this locals has a lot of branded American decks, but you're able to sit on this for like 2 turns. Like if you are able to draw into a runic and like get your fountain rolling and get your engine rolling, you don't really care that you can just always switch this back to attack as long as you have 4 cards in hand. But, like this is just like it carried me against Chimera like twice today, so it was good. SP is SP. And then the last card is Scarlight. This was for time. This actually won me my round 1 against John Wilkin. I Scarlighted we were going to tie, and I had Scarlight. I cleared his Flame Merge and everything. It was like just like I think this is like necessary, especially in a runic deck. Like even though this deck wins a lot, like really easily game 1, they think that you don't have a battle phase, so they're not going to scoop that much. So you go into time quite a bit, even though it's like you shouldn't be. So having a timing con is like nice. If you don't play this in the main, you should definitely play in the side deck. I don't play Coral Dragon because I never find myself making it because you can't get the draw if you summon it off of the level 8, the Diabell. So I don't think like it's necessary because I'm making the Whitewoods level 6s most of the time anyway. So that's it for the extra deck. For the side deck, I kind of just threw things like randomly last minute. One of each of these. These are like my going first kind of cards where it's like I want to punish hand traps. I didn't want to play multiple because like drawing multiple is not really good. Especially this is not that good. But Thrust actually like has like surprisingly pretty good value because you can always, even if they have no monster, you can set the woes or like the tails. Most often the woes, right? But like, let's say you need an extender, you can set the tails. You can pitch it off one of your Whitewoods cards. It resets itself, and then you can use it again. The trap is the same thing. I would like these just help get into rotation. If they have a monster, then talents are like good. Like, and you can dark switch talents, like also fine. I didn't like playing multiple talents because taking is not very good in this deck because there's not much you can make except SP. Unless it's like a level 6 or whatever, level 4. before. Like if you take a Link launcher, there's not much you can do to get rid of a body except linking into SP. If you've already gone through SP, then it's like taking is not that good. So I like drawing with this. And Call is just like shifter, droll. They kind of hurt this deck. So two Phantasmates. I gave my really good ones to Cam, so I had to play these two shitty ones today. They kind of suck. I didn't really slide them in because I mean I played Snake Eye, but like and they came in, but I didn't really see them. I didn't really want to draw multiples, so I cut the ratio to 3 ratios to a lot of 2s. Because like you draw a lot in this deck, so you don't want to see that many multiples, especially dead multiples multiple turns. So I just played 2. But it helps you draw into like your good cards. But yeah. These are still I still really like this in the deck. I saw this way too many. I wish I saw this more. But like since they're level 6s, they help make the Synchro 10s, or especially Chaos Angel, Light and Dark Chaos Angel. It's like one of the win cons. And Drillstorm is really good in the deck because if it gets Flat Merge, like it's really good. It's a stuff that counters the spells. Like Flat Merge is like really detrimental to this deck because it's like, or I should say like it doesn't affect this deck at all because like if they push your monster to Spell Trap, now it's a Spell Trap that you can use to pitch for one of your White cards. Then to Cosmic, I was kind of scared of Runick Sun because one of my friends they play it and I wanted to like to actually have an out, and I was a little bit worried that like this deck is actually getting kind of popular, so I wanted like something for the mirror. So Cosmic was like good. You can always add this back off of the level 8. So you have to play this because of Fiendsmith, Lack from a Burn, but I never saw this, and I never went to time against Snake Eye where this would have actually came up. I never actually saw this anyway, so like I can't tell if it's good, but the last card is 3 Ash. This is like generic play going first. Going first, you put this in, and usually the Bestials in terms of like the Dark Ruler and Evenly, and it's just like generically good in every matchup. It will do something. Drawing it off the fountain is good, and this is like that's pretty much it. I cut Trolls because I didn't really like Droll this format. It didn't. Every time I saw it, it felt really shit. So I didn't really like it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the deck.
Awesome. Thanks so much for the profile. Any last shoutouts?
Yeah, shoutouts. First, shout out to my dad. Subscribe to him. Shout out to all my friends here. You're not a cheater, cheat. And that's pretty much it. Oh, shout out to Justin who got his invite today. Really happy for him.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's it.